A flood tide of filth is engulfing our country in the form of newsstand obscenity. It is threatening to pervert an entire generation of our American children. They constantly portray abnormal sexual behavior as being normal. They glorify unnatural sex acts. You must realize that they are constantly exposed to those who do read this material and who might be triggered into compulsive acts of sex violence. But at this point, my friends, I wish to make it clear that the obscenity I'm talking about and the examples that I'm about to show you were not bought on the sly from under the counter. They were not purchased on Skid Row or on the other side of the tracks. We know that once a person is perverted, it is practically impossible for that person to adjust to normal attitudes in regard to sex.
You have a pun there?
This is good music.
Yeah. What are you listening to?
The battle theme from Halloween Town. Halloween Town. It's not Halloween Town, right?
Isn't it?
Because Halloween Town's the other Disney movie.
No. What are you talking about?
Have you never heard of Halloween Town? The live-action Disney movie series, Halloween Town? Shit, dogs. I'm gonna make this boy watch all 4 of the Halloween Town movies.
Okay. Isn't it, but like in Nightmare Before Christmas, isn't it Halloween Town?
Maybe. Actually, it is.
Yeah.
I wonder why they did that. Whatever.
Okay.
It's the battle theme from Kingdom Hearts 1, Halloween Town.
So yeah, we're reading another one. The next on the list is Ghandavar. And it sounds Indian, but I might just be like assuming. So this one's me. Let's hope this one isn't weird.
I hope it's weird.
Ooh.
Oh, I've seen this one.
Now.
I didn't know what it was called.
Okay, cool. A bird one. I don't think.
Okay, I read Family and typed too fast, and I thought it said Harvey Birdman. New episodes, by the way, of Harvey Birdman.
Oh, really? They're coming out?
They look exactly the same, and apparently
Awesome.
they're written exactly the same too.
Well, is it the same footage
Yeah.
that they're reusing? Then it's gonna look the same.
I know, but it's just kind of weird because, like,
Because they're using old footage.
I know, but like, Samurai Jack season 5 didn't look the same.
Well, because yeah, but it's like Space Ghost, right? Or is Harvey Birdman like Space Ghost, where it's like old Hanna-Barbera footage?
I think Harvey Space Ghost. Space Ghost. I think Harvey Birdman has some like actual like new assets drawn for it.
Oh, cool. All right. Yeah, I've never actually watched Harvey Birdman, so
Speaking of
something
Birdman,
we gotta do. Yeah, speaking of Birdman, Gandharva. We read the Griffin before, right?
yeah,
So I think that's the only bird one that we read. All right, let's get it to it.
and she barely counts as bird. She's more like lion.
Yeah, she's like a half and half. We haven't done a griffin, have we? Actually.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Okay, so harpy type Birdman habitat mountainous regions, desert regions. Ooh. Disposition cheerful, lustful, passionate diet, fragrance, man spirit energy.
Fragrance.
I don't know how you eat fragrance unless it's like bottles of
She's one of those
Perfume.
one of those weird characters where it's like, I smelled this sandwich. I'm so full.
like a breatharian.
Yeah, a breatharian.
Those people are like the biggest. Nobody believes them. Not a single person believes them. Not even. I'm sure they don't even believe themselves. Is there any water in that? Could you hand that to me? Thank you. All right. All right. Cool. Hold on. Let me make sure it's see if it's warm or cold.
Let's see if that's the right kind of water.
All right. Well, let me check. Yeah. No, I was just testing my piss bottle. So okay, Gandharva. I'm gonna just look at this because we're getting some good designs here.
Yeah,
See, we got the tongue out. This outfit is really cool. This looks like a Soul Calibur outfit.
it does look like an alternate like Ivy costume. She doesn't have any arms.
Yeah. Oh. How does she play the
She
instrument
must,
then?
She must just play it with her wings.
Or unless she plays it with her feet, but like that wouldn't make any sense. These things on her nipples, though. I gotta say, these are like they look like the things you put on the side of your hubcaps.
Yeah.
I'm digging it. I like it.
She's got the little horn helmet too.
Yeah, that one looks really cool. It looks like the one from that Loki wears in Avengers. All right, a large variety of harpy with golden wings. They are master musicians that revere the goddess of love, Eros, and in some regions they are treated as divine beasts rather than monsters. They have a peculiar dietary habit of feeding on fragrance, and they are always emitting a fragrance from their own body. We got another smelly one. Is this gonna be another instance of I smell it?
There's a lot of uses of the smell tag here.
Well, do you think Kenko is really into smell?
Absolutely.
You think he walks by a perfume store and he's just like,
He's got a big boner.
I got no idea. They're a cheerful race with a profound love for music, but they are also fond of men and very lustful. They tempt men with their sweet melodies, sweet fragrances, alluring beauty. The beautiful melodies they play appeal to the biological instincts and evoke an emotional response. Their stirring melodies rouse people's hearts, but their gentle melodies calm the heart and put people in a quiet mood.
These are those douchebags who walk around with their guitars and go to parties with guitars.
It's gonna be today. Gonna go back with you.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Cause maybe you gonna give me your baby. Since a monster lady.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think there's like this one and then the flute one, the Satiros. They got a band together and they're just like,
nah, man, they're not a band. They just have jam sessions.
We just play what we feel, man. If they play the melody of love, a couple will swear to love one another right on the spot. When love blossoms, a couple will become lovers. The fragrance they are covered in causes the bodies of those who sniff it to heat up slightly. It puts them in a good mood. The more excited and aroused they are, the sweeter and thicker this fragrance becomes. Just having it slightly tickle one's nose causes a buildup of blood and heat in the lower body. Insert sniffing gif right here.
Yeah.
And a feeling of bliss like being drunk from a fine wine.
Yeah, they would be friends with the Setros.
They got a common goal, you know.
Get everyone drunk.
Insert the predator, the predator fist, or the handshake. I don't know what about.
Yeah, the handshake.
Yeah. According to the records of a certain kingdom, by playing Melody of Love on the battlefield, they were able to stop the fighting.
Can love blossom on a battlefield?
Apparently. I mean, at the very all you gotta really do is like knock down an orc, and she'll be like, "Well, I guess you're my husband now."
You're my husband now.
When the fascinating melody flowed through the battlefield, it filled the hearts of listeners nearly to the point of overflowing with love and love of those who sniffed the fragrance in the air.
Can you imagine like American Gladiator, but like if you beat them and then you gotta marry them? I'm sorry, that just popped into my head when I was thinking about high works.
Stop thinking about big ladies.
I can't.
When the fascinating melody flowed through the battlefield, it filled the hearts of listeners nearly to the point of overflowing with love, and the love of those who sniffed the fragrance in the air spilled out in the form of lust. The soldiers' thoughts turned towards their families and lovers, and they lost the will to fight. Even many men and women who were formerly enemies were reborn as lovers. The bloodthirsty battlefield transformed into an orgiastic feast of pleasure, and wet noises entwined with the melody as humans and monsters made love. It just sounds
and then this bird's just over the air, just doing.
Bing, bing, boom, bing, bing. And then
playing the blue frog music. Bing, 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 bing.
Now, just imagine it becomes like a banjo like that, and it just plays bluegrass, and then it's like the sound of a bunch of wet shoes walking on the tile floor.
Of people like fisting jars of mayonnaise.
I don't know about that one, but okay. It's more than just their gorgeous looks and voluptuous body, everything they're endowed with, including the melodies they play with, and their huge boobs, and the fragrance of their bodies is covered in. It's part of their charm for seducing men. It's probably the breast too.
Yeah.
Their charm affects the sense of sight, hearing, smell, and touch. It penetrates a man's heart, effortlessly enthralling him. Men will make love with them in comfortable space they create filled with their charm and drown in the pleasure of their bodies. Sex further deepens their fragrances while tickling their husband's nostrils. On the other hand, given that they feed on fragrance, the scent coming from their husband's body is an unbearably wonderful treat to them. And then Kenko's they like the smell of a human man, even if he's been
like the smell of a little mangaka trying his hardest.
A mangaka has been sitting in front of a computer for 8 hours.
Thinking about birds, looking at pictures of birds.
It's unbearable to them. You think Genko walks around and he sees an animal and
he like fiercely like scribbles down.
Yeah, it's the thinking emoji, and then he's like, "Oh, what would it look like if there was a woman attached?"
What would that look like if it had boobs?
On the other hand, given that they feed on fragrance, the scent.
I wonder if Kenko's drawn about that.
Oh, you know he's drawn. He probably like drew a bunch of them, and he's mad that it caught on before he could publish it on his Twitter, because he's probably drawn all types of stuff.
Yeah.
Everything, even like super obscure. Like there was only one of these RPGs on the Famicom in like 1984. Like he's got art of that.
He's got the yellow beast art.
Probably even Cheetah Man, but Cheetah Man. Okay, on the other hand, given that they feed on fragrance, the scent coming from their husband's body is an unbearably wonderful treat to them. During sex, spirit energy alone isn't enough to satisfy them, and they'll attempt to sate themselves by putting their face near their husband's body and sniffing the odor of their beloved all over.
Insert another sniffing gift.
I was gonna say, yeah. In this instance, this is the monster itself has the sniffing, has the smelling infatuation. Let's say. Well, they're extremely lustful monsters. They are also purportedly the guardians. Hey, that's my job.
Okay.
They're also purportedly the guardian deity of maidens. The scent of perfume made from their fragrance has a mysterious charm that makes women who wear it give off an impression of purity to men. It suppresses their lust and transitory emotional impulse, thereby having power to protect a woman's chastity. So this is what you wear trying to make it through as a woman trying to just make it through the day.
You gotta go buy your Ghandavar.
Perfume. Like they're selling it on the street corner. Like, hey, you don't want to get attacked by a slime today? Wear this.
You don't want to get attacked by what was it? What was the bad one? The trapper?
Oh, the roper.
Yeah, you don't want to get attacked by a roper today, women.
That one must have been really bad. We haven't really, when doing randoms, we haven't come across one that's quite that bad yet.
Yeah.
That was like the first episode, right?
I think it was the second monster we read.
Oh God.
Because we started off all hopeful, like this can't be that weird. Ugh, bad times.
Let me put good thoughts in my head. However, the effect won't work on a man. If a woman has feelings for him, oh, that's sweet. Instead, it would give him a sensual impression and arouse his lust. On top of that, it would also change into a devilish pheromone that intoxicates and heats up the body and spirit. And brief, rather than protecting virginity, the perfume ensures that a woman will definitely be able to offer it to the man she has feelings for. The reason the Gandharvas protect maidens to guide them in the name of the goddess of love, so that they will surely be joined with the one in their heart. That's a really like positive thing. Yeah. It's really pure.
This is an indirect Cupid.
This time it's a rarity. Gandharva-san, a Harpy family monster with boobs. He knew what he was doing. Their race, the reveres the goddess of love, and it's said that they delivered love to everyone along with their musical performances. Other than their musical performances, it seems they give off something like a powerful odor, fragrance, or pheromone. So this one's really good.
Yeah.
This one's nice.
I like this one.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say anything about the whole armless thing, but I am gonna assume it's just they play with like those golden tips, the wings. No, not those. The other ones. No, not those. The other ones.
Had a bit of a slip there.
Golden tips?
No, because you said golden tits before.
Well, they got those too.
Mm-hmm.
Pull up the chart of like tan levels. What do you think this is in? You think this is like the Okinawan?
Yeah, I guess so. It's like it's not quite like on the lower levels, but it's kind of in the middle. Yeah, I like that about it too. I like this one. This one's good. This one we've been getting some good ones. This one is it's got good intentions. It's got pure intentions, and just kind of trying to spread peace and love, man. Trying to get everybody to get their person.
Kenko doesn't want to make any more of the evil ones either.
I feel like this one though in particular is like much different from the other ones, because this one is trying to bring humans together, and not humans and monsters. This one is trying to like have humans come together.
Desperately trying not to let all the humans die out.
Yeah, this one's trying to bring humans together with its monster powers. So it's like, with great power comes great responsibility. So what I'm saying is that this monster lady, this bird monster lady with all his gold on, is basically Spider-Man. Yeah. So you know what, Spider-Man, he's a 10 out of 10 superhero. So I'm giving this one a 10. What do you think about this one?
I give it like a 9.
Yeah, I like this one a lot.
Well, that's
also
it.
That body.
Also that body.
All right, thank you for watching. We're gonna head on to the next one. We got 3 down. Just keep on going.
Please give us more requests.
Yeah.
Fill our lives. Fill this void.
Happy Halloween.